Bruised, Halle Berry. Could we please have the synopsis, sir? You making that a little bit wide. You need glasses.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to be that guy.
Huh?
Don't want to be that guy.
That what?
Wears glasses.
No, but I don't think I need glasses. I just think your screen's dodgy. But anyway.
Okay.
Before you start saying something, there isn't really.
Nah.
Yeah.
Just do it as it is.
All right, so a disgraced MMA fighter finds redemption in the cage and the courage to face her demons when her son she had given up as an infant unexpectedly re-enters her life.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
Yeah, that is the film.
Yeah.
I'm glad they said the son. I hadn't read the synopsis before.
Okay.
So I didn't know if they mentioned the son, and I wasn't sure if we should mention son.
No.
Because that was a surprise when I saw.
Oh, I had seen the trailer for this one.
Oh,
I'd seen it
Okay,
already because I watched UFC.
Yeah,
Halle
this
Berry
has been getting promoted a lot.
She's
The
been
two-
all over
the
it,
two-
bro.
two
She's
little show ones
wrapping
I've
belts
seen.
around people and shit. I was like, what?
Which is smart as us.
Yeah, of
You
course,
hear me?
bro. Like, it makes sense.
Even though I still hadn't been hearing a lot of buzz about it.
Neither of that. I hadn't heard much about it. If I hadn't
No.
have watched UFC, I don't think I would have even clocked on to what was happening.
I had seen it, like, because I knew she's the director.
Yeah, I
So
see that. Yeah.
that's how I had heard about it, and
Okay.
it was just something. Is it a true story? It's not a true story.
No. I mean, it's probably someone's true story, but yeah, but no.
Oh no, that doesn't make any sense. Then it's a true story.
No, but I mean, someone's.
I
probably,
more meant was it based on like true events? Is this
No,
from
I
a
don't
st-
think so.
from
I think
some-
this is just someone's something
Yeah, fair
that
enough.
was written.
Yeah, so I had heard about it because I knew she was directing it, and when did I
Is
hear
this her
it?
debut?
Is this Hallie's debut?
Directing.
Possibly.
Must be.
Well, says she kind of.
Don't know.
She may have a short film.
Maybe, but I think
there,
yeah.
but,
regardless, this is probably the biggest one that she's done. What did you think that this? Did you think the story was gonna go the way that the story went?
After a while, yeah, probably about midway, I questioned. I wonder if it's just going to be just about this. I wouldn't say I knew what the outcome would be.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say that surprised me. It was just okay, I got what they did. It was still like, you still the champ. You know what I mean? Like kind of in that kind of regard. But I didn't think they would go that way. It took a few left and right.
What did you think of the fight scenes?
I didn't like them.
It was, bro.
They were
They
horrible.
were like robots.
That
It's
last
like
fight was horrible.
because if you take a leaf out of a good example, which would be Warrior,
Yeah.
those fight scenes were sick with Tom
Yeah.
Hardy. They was
Yeah,
cold. These ones were just like,
I'm glad you said that actually, because I would have forgot that.
yeah, they
They were really bad.
poor,
They sucked.
bro. They were poor.
Like, I
bro.
remember saying it to myself, like, right, these fight scenes are horrible.
Poor, bro. It's
Like,
like
it was like the choreography was so off on them, and it was just so rigid
It's the
and
type of- it's the-
predictable.
So I used to do like a little bit MMA back in the day, and it's the type of footage that you would, if they would have filmed us, that you would have got. It's like someone has said to them, right, okay, now turn slightly to the left. And
Well,
lift
and that's
this
what it
up
was, and I get
it's
that.
like, it was too robotic.
I guess that obviously Hallie's not a fighter, but I guess that's why you're an actor and why you are like you're supposed to pretend you are.
Yeah, and
I felt like these were like the training videos to,
That's what I'm saying.
like
It
they were
wasn't-
working on how they were going to perform in the film.
yeah,
But they used like that footage came out better than the actual end
Yeah.
footage or something.
it was very.
It wasn't
strange.
good at all.
Nah,
It
was
wasn't
very
good at all.
strange. And to have that as the main theme, as that is what she is, like an MMA fighter.
Yeah, you are better off trying to swerve
swerve
fight
that- Yeah,
scenes
exactly. Do it in a
and just
different
highlight,
way, or-
just kind of.
Yeah. Or-
But because it was mainly based around that one, I feel like that's where the L came.
Maybe they should have made her a trainer or something, and that's how she got her redemption or something. Or I don't know. But the fight scenes were not the one. They were definitely poor. Another thing. Go on.
Do you feel like that was supposed to be the main bit of the film, or that was just going along with the theme? Because when I heard about the film, I thought that was going to be the main bit, like her being a fighter.
So what you talk about her kid?
and her personal life.
I mean, her personal life and the MMA was kind of entwined. It was because of...
I know. So do you think the MMA bit was just more of the backdrop and not necessarily forefront?
Nah, because she trained every day. We saw it, and she...
All right, now I say this to say, all right, so her personal life kind of took a bit of a left turn, right?
Yeah.
In terms of, you just found out she had like a kid that she had given away, which already is a bit...
Yeah, they didn't really explain that either.
Nah, and it's a bit mad for a mother to give away her child.
Yeah, that's another thing. I was like, you know, it's sad to say, but you hear about dudes not doing what they need to do with their kids. Like, that's more common. But I don't think I know many mums who give up their youth and don't see them ever.
I probably know 2 examples where the fathers are the main, you hear me? And yeah, but like the mums ain't exactly, she wasn't exactly like a drug addict.
No.
You hear me? So it's like, she was only, they don't even explain, you don't even know.
That's what I'm saying. It was
don't even
baffling.
know.
It was just like, just here's your son.
Because all you
like,
kind of know is she said, she started fighting the first day she gave him up, sort of thing. That's as deep as it kind of goes.
Yeah, it was
like, you don't know why she gave him up, what his life was like. Quickly, while we're here, salute to the little boy, the character who played the little boy.
Well.
He
was
said a lot without saying anything.
Yeah, he was good.
He was very good
in Stranger Things, wasn't he? He's
I've seen him before. I just don't know what I've seen him
Stranger
in.
Things. He did well. Yeah, he
I mean, he didn't have to do much, but he had to do quite a bit to get.
He used his face and his self. And
he
made me like him. He made me like him.
Yeah,
he made me feel sorry for him big time.
Yeah. You'd even flipping. Yeah.
I feel like his last part could have been a bit more emotional. So, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like
that whole bit could have been a bit more.
I think that could have because, like I say, I cry at movies. I ain't here to act thing. I do cry.
Did you cry?
No, and I didn't even feel
Choke
it.
up.
That's why I'm not liking. I didn't even.
I think the scenes with him beforehand
were much more.
But I get what you're saying, because that should have all been a build up to
the
when
big,
you finally
the big thing, and it didn't. The woman that was training her as well, she's actually English.
Yeah, you could talk about accent.
I mean,
you know what?
Could you? Because that sounded like an American trying to put on an accent, because her accent was terrible.
First of all, who is she? Because I've seen her before.
I don't know. She looks like she's a model.
Yeah,
she looks like
I
she's
think
some
she's
sort
an
of a
athlete
model.
as well, or something. I've seen her before. We should have done our research.
Maybe, yeah.
On that. No, because I was gonna say I noticed it, and one thing I was gonna highlight is I like English characters in American films. I think like it adds so much more to the character.
I just think,
and it's very noticeable.
I just think her accent was just like. I genuinely thought it
I
was.
think she had a bad accent.
I genuinely thought that she was like
an American
trying to put on an English accent, because then it would have made sense.
I didn't think that. I didn't get that.
It's weird. It's like, it's that. Like, it's too much.
You
like,
don't know where she's from.
She's from where she sounds like she's from. Like
where?
Deep east, like past east. She's from Reigate.
How do you know that?
I checked her out.
Yeah, but you don't know who she is.
No, I don't recognize her at all.
No, but it didn't. When you checked her out and it said where she's from, they didn't say what she's been in or.
Yeah, I didn't recognize her in anything. The only thing that I probably might have.
It didn't say her profession. She's just an actor.
Yeah, she's an actor. Yeah,
oh.
But
no, because I said that as in I felt like she had a profession before and now she does acting or whatever.
No, I think she might have been a model or something, but I don't. Not that I know much of.
Mm.
But
was that was you expecting that?
The bit with her?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that coming a mile off.
Yeah, I saw it kind of
but it ruined it.
I saw it kind of early and I didn't think it would be. So this is what I wanted to try and get at as to what made me think. And it was only at the end when I switched off the film, and I was like, I felt like that was forced and it was very predictable, and then I switched it off and then I clocked, and you know where it says what the films are, it said like sport drama and LGBTQT plus. And I was like, okay, now it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then so I'm saying, in terms of the fight in the actual UFC, was that just more of a backdrop in terms of, yes, that was the theme of the film, but the actual film was to get out more of the emotion, the personal life, and things of that nature.
Well, I know firsthand that, like, from trying to apply for funding and stuff, when you try to apply for certain funds, you have to hit certain boxes.
Yeah.
So certain funding will be like, right, for our type of funds, we need to see a movie about diversity.
Yeah.
And for our type of fund, we need to see a movie about this. So maybe some of the people that she approached, because it was a very unnecessary addition. It really didn't happen. They could have kept it professional and platonic, and the film would have been exactly the same. And it was
but that wouldn't have made it. That wouldn't have put it under that genre, I don't think.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. It's like it was just okay, let's just make these two.
Yeah, but what if that was but you're saying it as if. No, I don't. It can't be that. I think it has to be a lot deeper. One, because of a lot of content that we see now, just having that kind of scene and whatever. Not, we're not new to this no more, sort of thing. But the fact that that's actually under the specific genre, like I feel like it's made more to cater for that genre as opposed to.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that it's something. It wasn't a massive part. Like, they could have left that out. So it seems as if they might have all.
No, but they couldn't have if it's under. That's what I'm trying to say. If it's under that genre of movie, then that was purposely done. That wasn't just slid in just to.
But if this could have been written without it, yeah. And when they've tried to apply for funding or something, it's been like, well, we need this type of get up in it, and then they've like, okay, who can we make?
I don't. It even sounds bad that man's doing that just to apply for funding.
Bro, it's the way of the world, bro. You'd be like, we need to see diversity, so you change those two white men. Yeah, but it's
under the whole genre. That's everything we see has a diverse feel to it now, or has diverse parts, and it's still not under that category, bro. So I can't. I don't think that makes sense.
I'm not sure why it is classed as a LGBTQ in that thing. I mean, I understand that there was elements of it, but like you said, we've seen things that have had way more.
But it might have a lot more to do than just the content that's in it. Like, they don't have to show like everything that you may associate with that in the actual film for it to be that kind of film. It may, there may be just that there's elements in it, but it's still a film about a boxer or a UFC fighter sort of thing. So it's like, just because we're not necessarily seeing things that we may loop
But she
into,
was with a dude as well.
From what little we know, yeah, cool.
Well, at least twice.
Yeah, I know, but what does that got to do with anything?
So, like, I mean, it's
LGBT.
Yeah, but in LGBTQ, none of them is straight.
What?
Because she was straight before that.
How do you know?
Did she not say? Did she not say?
No, she didn't say.
Did she not say? What? So we're just gonna have to believe she's been with women before?
You don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. You're jumping out the boat here, bro. So I don't know. We can't also the same thing. We don't know why she got rid of the. I don't know. We can't answer the question. You didn't say, oh yeah, well, she must have been a heroin addict. It's like, bro, man, don't know. Yeah, it's like
I don't know why it's a LGBTQ drama.
But it's not for.
Yeah, but I'm saying, well, I can. It's exactly the same if I'm watching a comedy and it's
no.
See,
I don't think. No, see,
and
I don't
I'll be
think
like, why is this a comedy?
No, I don't think it's supposed to be looked at like that, bro.
So what's it supposed to be looked at?
It's the fact that it's still a film and it just comes under a category like. I can't explain. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is.
Yeah, but I don't know either.
I know, but I just don't think. Like, it's like
I expect to watch an LGBTQ film and come away knowing. Like, I don't think.
I don't think you're supposed to. I thought it was a good film.
Is.
Other than that, though, if I'm being honest, I thought it was quite a good film. It surprised me. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, the fight scenes were a bit whack, and there was a few scenes in there that was a bit questionable. And I felt like they could have touched on the story a bit more. But in terms of Halle Berry's still a top tier actor. The scenes that she needed to do well in, she done well in. I like the whole relationship with her and her mum, whether that was there or not there. That was interesting. It was a bit upsetting that they didn't go into it a bit more. But again, it's a Netflix film. And I feel there's a budget that comes with Netflix, isn't it? There's a certain scene. There's like,
Yeah, but
they do.
Yeah, but you don't need budget for certain things. That what you're saying in terms.
Yeah,
of
but it
going
would
into
have
the
caused.
story,
They could have called for more though.
They could have dropped half of that fight. They could have dropped like some. They could have dropped the fight
And done a flashback.
Yeah, and done it like it definitely for me. So it's a watch it for you.
It is a watch it. Yeah, it's a
So
watch
for
it.
me, it's a not because of that fact. I think the film would have been a lot better if they centered around her backstory and did it in flashbacks. Like, oh, this, that, boom, boom, boom. This is how we like. So you see her as Halle Berry, the fighter. I can't remember her name. What's her name?
Justice.
Yeah, Lady Justice. So
No, it weren't. That was
not
Lady Killer.
Lady Killer. Yeah,
something
sorry, Justice. Anyway, it would have been good to see her even before Justice and see her go into Justice, see her this, that, boom, 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 see how she lost the kid. I think the film should have been centered more about that. And you could have maybe brought in the LGBTQ
But
thing.
then I feel that's where it was supposed to be more of a UFC, something a bit different, like a female fighter sort of film.
Well, if that's the case, again, it's a not for me because they didn't catch that properly. If you're going to make a UFC film, MMA film, then you need to at least get the fighting down. The fighting has to be proper because that's what MMA is. So,
I still thought it was a good little watch in terms of you can watch that and feel like, oh yeah, man, like two bits touch, man, and the acting weren't too bad. It's just that it could have been, but then it would have caused for it to be a lot longer. Like for her directing, but maybe this is where the technicals come in, and it's like who was producing the film, like what budget did she have? Was people backing the film? Did they believe in it? Was Netflix the only people that get? It starts to get technical where you start to think because this film could have been that much more, which would have made it a blockbuster sort of thing. If you get what I'm saying, if they touched on the points that we're talking about,
and for me, they didn't, and they failed on that, so it's a not for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the category that it is, and I'm gonna say watch it.
All right, cool.